Hey guys, so welcome to the part 2 for solving equations using trial and error. We ran out of time in the first one, so I decided to make the second one to cover this particular type of question. It says, use guess, check, and improve to find two numbers whose sum and products have been given. Now the word product simply means multiplication. So the sum of two numbers is 10, and the product of the same two numbers gives us 21. So guys, as we did in the very first lecture, for the use, guess, check, and improve method, we're going to construct a table. In this case, it'll be a table that has 3 different columns instead of the 4. And then we're going to use that table to find our answer of the two numbers whose products and sum are given. Okay, so very first column is, again, our guess column for the summation. So that's the very first column. Our second column is our check column, which is for the product. And then finally, we have again our comment column, which will tell us if we are close or not close. So guys, the typical methodology behind this is we guess two numbers, obviously, for that add up to the number 10. And the way we usually do it is that the first number is usually the smaller of the two that we guess. Okay, so let's have a guess. We have the sum of 10. So let's think of numbers that when added together, two numbers when added together, give us the value of 10. So let's try 2 and 8. So the values 2 and 8, when multiplied together this time, give us 16. That tells us straight away, because we got 16, the product is too low. That's the comment there. So why don't we try 3 and 7? 3 and 7 obviously give us 10 when added together. And 3 times 7, when multiplied together, give us 21. And voila, that's the answer. So just by our second guess, we found the answer to this particular question. So the two numbers for this particular question, or part A, are 3 and 7. Alrighty, so let's have a look at the second question now, which says the sum of two numbers is 12 and the product of the same two numbers is 35. So guys, the very first step that we do, we guess two numbers that add up to the number 12. So let's guess the numbers 2 and 10, which obviously add up to the number 12. And 2 times 10 gives us the number 20. So our comment here would be that product is too low, because obviously the product that we're looking for is the number 35 and 20 happens to be too low. So let's improve our answer. So this is the improve part of the process, where we improve our answers to something bigger. So we have, let's try, the 2 can become 4 and the 10 can become an 8. So 4 plus 8 obviously gives us 12, and 4 times 8 gives us 32. There you go, guys. We're already closer, because we know the product was too low for the first one. So we improved our answer. So we made the first answer bigger. And there we have it. We have 4 times 8 giving us 32, which is closer to 35. So let's improve the answer a little bit more. So we simply take that smaller first number and make it a little bit bigger. So let's make it 5 in this case, because that went up by 1. So obviously the 8 will go down by 1 to give us that number 12. 5 times 7 gives us 35. And there you have it. There is our answer. So the two numbers that whose sum is 12 and whose product is 35 are 5 and 7. Now guys, for the very final question, I want you to pause the video and have a go at it yourself. Okay, so I'm hoping you had the opportunity to have a go at question C yourself. So let's get into it here. So let's find two numbers when added together give us the number 12. So why don't we try 1 and 11. Now 1 times 11 gives us the number 11. So we know that the product is too low. So again, as we did for the part B and C, we simply improve our first digit here by a few. So our product is way too low in this case. So why don't we make this 3 and let's make this 9. And then we have 3 times 9, which gives us 27. And there you go. By the second answer, we have a proper answer. So the product of 3 and 9 gives us 27, and the sum of 3 and 9 gives us 12, which satisfies this particular scenario. So that, guys, officially brings our solving equations using trial and error method to an end. Next, we have a look at using inverse operations to solve equations, not guessing it anymore. So guys, please do have a go at the worksheet that I've attached, and I will see you in the second chapter.